Good morning, Thriving Warriors. Alexa, what is the date?
It's Monday, January 16th.
Good. Alexa, what time is it?
It's 6:07 a.m.
All righty. Finally. Alexa, what is the weather?
In Amargosa Valley, it's 42 degrees Fahrenheit with partly cloudy skies. Today, you can look for showers, with a high of 48 degrees and a low of 35 degrees. By the way, there's a wind advisory in effect on Monday, January 16th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Excellent. Okay, 45 seconds in. Welcome, everyone. Good morning, Charlene. I know you're getting ready to leave within the hour-ish. Good morning, Diana. So here we are once again. It's good to be alive, as they said in Jerry Maguire. Okay, what is our goal? What is our purpose? Why are we here? We are here very simply because we want to help you get from point A, where you are now, to point B, someplace better. It's a journey. It's an adventure. That means it's going to take time, and there's highs and lows. There's good and bad. What is that, a stain? Hey. Again, helping you get from point A to point B, wherever that is, but B is better. How do we do that? We do it through breadcrumbs, bleep, 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 along the way, along the journey, breadcrumbs that are easy to follow. This is the first breadcrumb. Other breadcrumbs are in the description down below. There's a whole bunch of them. There's like 8 or 9. Please subscribe. Click the bell, share, thumbs up, etc. You know the thing. So one breadcrumb, our online course. Another breadcrumb, the video I watch to prepare for this. Another breadcrumb is the TED Talk for today. This is week 3, day 1 in our basic training course, a neuroscience-oriented approach to success, David Logan. Talk more about that. We have a short little video, less than 2-minute video from Jordan Peterson talking about starting the adventure of your life, what we are built for. We have a TED Talk to Inc. magazine story. I'm not sure what this one is about, but it's a good one. Read it. We have a link to our Bible studies course for Baraka Church. We have a list of all the services we provide: housing, clothing, food, hygiene, transportation, skills training, foundational employment, and career planning. And also down below, we have the transcript of Seth Godin's 20-plus year the transcript of today's blog post, something Seth has been doing daily for 20-plus years. We intend to continue the tradition on our own. Of course, his are good. So all of that is contained herein. So that's 9 breadcrumbs so far. Here's the next breadcrumb. Our approach is, it's simple. You want to get from point A to point B? Simple. ... Breadcrumb, breadcrumb, breadcrumb. It's simple. Start the adventure of your life. So if you watch the Jordan Peterson short little video, you'll get what that means. But start the adventure of your life. Okay, next, let's get prepared to get into it. So what do we need? We need our coffee. My coffee has MCT oil, generously provided by Charlene. Thank you, Charlene. I think about you every day, every time I take a sip and feel the lubricated oil on my lips, I think of you. Okay. Next, awkward. Okay, coffee, pen, paper to write. Why? Why do we write? Because we need to remember this stuff. It's not a passive process. Getting from point A to point B is not passive. It is active. It's an active process. We need to remember these things. So writing it down is important. Let's start with our first writing exercise. Start writing down, I am so happy and grateful now that blank. Now that what? Think. I've got a few of them. One is that Julia Lazaric from Prison Family Alliance came here yesterday. We had a good meeting, have some ideas and plans. Have a 3:00 meeting today with Brandon, Andre, Dan, hopefully, at Liberty, picking up someone from Oregon, another person, our second person from Oregon. So I'm so happy and grateful to have the opportunity to help people on their journey to a better life. How's that? All right, seatbelt, strap it on, cinch it tight. Let's get ready to rumble. Let's get ready to run. You know the thing. Oh, okay. Some memes from today's video. What is a meme, Diana? A meme is an idea that spreads from brain to brain. Correct. Okay. What are some of the memes? I have 3 of them written down. There's a whole bunch. Commit. Commit to a thing. Think about breakfast, ham and eggs. The chicken is involved, but the ham is committed. Okay, commit, all in. When you're all in, there's no turning back. When you're just involved, you have other options. This is something that Caesar purportedly said at Pharsalus before the battle with Pompey. The deciding battle when Pompey's soldiers greatly outnumbered the Caesar's soldiers. I might have been like 4-1, 5-1, something like that. They were well rested. Their armor was ready to go. Where Caesar's army had been starving, they'd been starved out. Their ships, storm had come up, sunk their supply ships. So they're living off of the land, whatever they could. They're down to rodents and roots and things like that. They were getting sick. They were tired. They were weak. Pompey would not line up for battle. Caesar could not retreat. They were starving him out. And then one day Pompey's ego got to him and he decided, we can't go back to Rome having said we defeated Caesar by starving him out. We will attack. When Caesar's slave, a very able man, came into the tent and told Caesar, hey, they're lining up. They're forming up for battle. Caesar said, aha, that's a good thing. Good. And the slave said, how could that be? How could that possibly be good? We're outnumbered. Our men are sick. They're weak. Their weapons are in bad shape. How could it be a good thing that we're getting ready to go into battle? And Caesar said, for us, it's do or die. Today, for us, it's do or die. Pompey's army has other options. So Caesar's people were committed. Pompey's army was involved. When Pompey's army decided, oh boy, we're not going to win. These guys they've actually shown up to take the field. And then they started retreating. Then it becomes a slaughter. Caesar won. And at the end, when he's being interviewed by ESPN or CNN, they said to him, well, Caesar, what happened? He said, well, they could have had a better general. So commit. Don't just be involved, commit. Whatever you do, commit to the adventure of your life. Expect that there are going to be setbacks, obstacles, people standing in your way. No plan survives contact with the enemy. And usually The enemy is us. Let's edit that out. Okay, growth comes from within. Growth comes from within, but if you're building things, so growth versus building, growth comes from within, right? Think of a plant. Building comes from the bottom. You have to start with a solid foundation, and you work your way up, or you work your way out, or you work your way both ways. Growth comes from within. Building comes from without, but you start at the bottom. All righty then. How about Seth Godin? We forgot Seth, or I forgot to do Seth yesterday. That's why it was so short. Generous and selfish. Generous and selfish. Wait a second. Let's do yesterday. Your secret recipe. Perhaps it's a proprietary manufacturing technique, or the fact that you'd add a little chickpea flour to your dose of butter. Professionals often develop secret approaches and recipes they use in their work. It doesn't matter. Even the famous ones, and there's a link to the Coca-Cola recipe, which is quite amazing. If it really matters to your competition, they're going to figure it out. And if they figure it out, you'll succeed based on all the things that aren't a secret. Your care, your effort, your empathy. Time spent securing the secret in a vault. Securing the secret in a vault is time wasted. Okay, that was yesterday. Very good one. Don't worry about your secret recipe. Let the other guy worry about it. Generous and selfish. We're often reminded that the best way to get what we want is to help other people get what they want. That's being generous. That opening the door for others makes it more likely that others will open the door for us. What makes it odd is the implication that if we don't get, what makes it odd is the implication that if we don't get, it's hardly worth giving. So why should I do something for you if you're not going to do something for me? But what if we separated the two and simply chose generosity because we could? Aha! It turns out that happy people are more likely to be generous, which implies that generous people are more likely to be happy. Not because they get something measurable in return, but simply because abundance is a choice. And making choices celebrates our agency and potential. What an opportunity to bring justice and care and dignity to the people around us. Happy birthday. Who's that? Martin Luther King. Let's see. Let me click on this link, see if I'm right. Yep. And there's a link to January 20th, 2020. And it bends towards justice. Superman could bend steel with his bare hands. Along the way, we've been sold on the idea that difficult tasks ought to be left to heroes, often from somewhere far away or long ago, that it's up to them, whoever them is. The Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. quoted Theodore Parker. The arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends towards justice. But it's not bending itself, and it's not waiting for someone from away to bend it either. It's on us. Even when it doesn't work yet, even when it's difficult, even when it's inconvenient. Our culture is the result of 1 trillion tiny acts taken by billions of people every day. Each of them can seem insignificant, but all of them add up one way or the other to the change we each live through. Sometimes it takes a hero like Dr. King to wake us up and remind us of how much power we actually have. And now it's our turn. It always has been. Cool. Okay. Happy birthday. Generous and selfish. So the bottom line, be generous, not because you want something in return, but because you know it's going to make you feel good and it's the right thing to do. Okay, where is we at? We're at 1452. Down to a couple breadcrumbs left. What's the number one breadcrumb, Charlene? The starting breadcrumb. It's not the number one breadcrumb. It's like number 15 now. The next breadcrumb, Navy SEAL Maxim. Right, Charlene. Yesterday was the only day. Act like yesterday was the only easy day. Act like it was. And if you act like it was, what's likely to happen? It will become that. What are the 7 simple words from yesterday? As you think, so shall you be. As you think, so shall you be. As you think, so shall you be. Cool. Boom. All right. So act such that yesterday was the only easy day. Push yourself a little bit more. Do something uncomfortable. Choose the hard path. I know it sucks, but guess what? Embrace the suck. Yes, Charlene, H hordes. Be more samurai, karate chop chop. All of those things. Do those things. Just choose one. Actually, choose one. The easiest one I think to choose is get comfortable being uncomfortable. And you can do that just by choosing to do something you don't really like to do. Just make a choice, something you don't really like to do. I've gotten the habit now of I don't really like to go outside without a hat on because it's a little bit uncomfortable having coldness on my head. So maybe today I will resolve no hat. If anybody sees me with the hat, punch me in the arm. But watch out because I don't want you to get hurt punching steel, titanium with a Kevlar exoskeleton because, I'm wearing my Iron Man shirt today. All righty then. So act such that yesterday was the only easy day. And finally, at 1712, I apologize. My apologies, 1712. Remember, if you're here, that means that God is not through with you yet. You still have something to do. Thank you, Charlene, for saying and cut. And Diana says and cut. Thank you.